What's up, guys? Welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and I'm looking at a 1968 Chevy Nova right now that I'm getting ready to test drive for you. I like picking out flaws, showing chips and scratches, and putting all that in my content so you know exactly what we have here at Maple Motors. This one, 350 under the hood. It does have the power steering setup, upgraded pulleys, no power brakes, aluminum radiator, and it's got an electric fan, so that's nice. It's a good little upgrade there. I like the stance, and this one's got a lot of pep, so it should be easy to kick the tires. Awesome little hot rod here. At the end of the video, looking for chips, scratches, rust, and dents. Throughout the beginning, we'll check everything on the dash. We'll see how fast it stops, how it turns, what happens when I floor it, and so on. Be sure to hit subscribe and share this video. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. You know the drill. Place those bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? Got the B&M shifter. Got the nice bench seat. Package tray. Headliner is nice and tight on this one. I noticed it's got the safety switch. You got to push this over or it will not start. If it's over a little bit at all, it will not start. It's a neutral safety switch inside the shifter. It's also supposed to be in the column. It was a column shift car at one time, and they changed that out. You got an EQ here. Let's see if the radio works. Old school radio may need to be changed out. Yeah, it's all the way up. It's not cutting on. 49,000 miles is what it's showing on the dash. Blower motor is working. I can feel it on my legs. Is it up here too? Yep, softly. Turn signal. I can hear it, but I don't see it popping up. That one I do see on the right side. The left side is not flashing, so the bulb is out under the dash. We got good oil pressure, and we're waiting on the engine temperature. You know, I let it warm up a second, but it's not quite there. It's almost there. Hopefully. Wipers? Yeah. Is it gonna stop though? Oh, I done broke it, no. Look at that. Fastest wipers in the Middle Tennessee area. Stop it. They are going faster and faster. What's going on? I don't know what to do, guys. It's stuck. I'll have to cut that off just to make the wipers stop. Look at them. They're gonna end up messing the window up. Good thing is they've got the nice new blades on it. I'm gonna have to figure out the switch and try to figure out why it won't stop. Maybe a faulty switch here. Whatever I did just then, we got a faulty switch. Now, I'd like to push those back down a little bit, but we'll see what I can do before we leave. Horn, did you place your bets? Woohoo! She does work. Let's hit the road and see how it runs and drives. Hey guys, so we're gonna take off down the road. Anything I see, Phil, we'll let you know. Normally I got my son with me. I told him to stay home today. I said, look, enjoy a little bit more of your summer. He's wanting to work up here every day. Like, it's a little too much for him being 12 years old. But he does a pretty good job and he enjoys it. I like that he begs me to come into work. But his aunts were in town. They're basically his age. I said, go hang out with him.
Everybody thinks it's orange, but it's
Looking for reverse here. Feel it. Oh, there it is.
It's really pretty, actually.
And drive. That feels pretty hot. Should just kick them tires over. Getting in those brakes. It looks like it's pulling a little bit when I hit the brakes. We got steering wheel. You see it kind of winging to the right. We'll watch it. We'll check it out. We'll make sure if it keeps doing it, you'll know about it. I tell you what, it's starting to get hot though. That's another reason I told him to stay home. I was like, man, it's gonna be 90 today. Rest of the week's like 90 and 80% humidity. Just a little bit too hot. For my liking, at least. Here we go. She sounds great. She's going straight as an arrow. When I hit those brakes, though, you can see it pulling me to the right. That's what they do. In the gas again. What a monster. It sounds awesome. Back in our brakes, you can feel it pulling to the right there. Steering, it's turning there and it's turning there, so there's a little bit of slack. We're gonna stop and get some gas too. Gas gauge is showing way past full. Old timer told me if it's unhooked behind the gauge here or messed up behind the gauge, it goes below E. If it's messed up by the gas tank, then it goes way past full. So it may be a connection issue back there. I don't see it moving at all. So I definitely want to stop and get some fuel. I'm not trying to run out. I did that a couple times last month in a couple different videos. All right. So yeah, we'll pull in here and get $20 with the premium fuel. I run 93 in all the cars. Should be able to put it in right behind the tag. Engine temperature is up and we're sitting right at 180. That's pretty good for the weather today. Let me know in the comments what you think so far about this Nova. I feel like it's pretty peppy. Other than the brakes, it could be a good chance to upgrade the brakes, whoever picks this up. And just go ahead and do some disc brake conversion, maybe power brakes. To each his own. All right, let's get some fuel. I'll be back. All right, guys, we have a completely full tank right now, but I did add almost 5 gallons, so the gas gauge is not right. There's no way it could have been full and then me adding 5 more gallons on top of it, or 4.5, not to be exact. We got 1719 of 93 octane. And without me touching the shifter, let's see. See, neutral safety switch, push up, over. It does look like it's a little bit further. Maybe, just maybe it's off, but maybe it is working. Let's go. So we've got good oil pressure down here. It's at 50. Our engine temperature is like 215. We need to roll. I noticed the electric fan that's on there. It's the only electric fan that we have on the car. It's not pushing a lot of air. I mean, that thing should be cranking some air, but it's not. It needs a better electric fan setup. That's something that I would do, or just add another one. The one that's on there, I think, honestly, is kind of restricting the airflow. It's not like overheating, but I don't want it to get any hotter, and we've been sitting in the parking lot for a while. So we're gonna drive down the road, and of course that'll just go back down. Should be getting under 200 fairly shortly. I'll let you know what happens. But I did notice that, and I'm a big believer in upgrading the fans. It's another thing that I did to my personal car. As soon as I got it, I went ahead and ordered a nice fan for it. And I'm watching it right now. It's dropping pretty fast, just rolling down the road. That's what it is. Needs an electric fan upgrade. She's already down to 205, still dropping. Good deal. Of course, I sat in the parking lot there still. I did the walk around. I did multiple outside shots, driving around, blacktop. Not really moving. It's gonna get hotter when you do that. Still kind of pulling to the right there when you hit the brakes. It's all drum brakes on this one, by the way. I don't know if I started out with that or not. Got a little bit of a rattle up front. Speed bump. It's pretty smooth going over the bumps there. Brakes, they feel like manual brakes, and they're yanking me to the right there. You see that? Every time I hit them. You can just see it kind of turning the wheel. Engine temperature is right at 200, so that's decent. And what I'm talking about is these gauges up under here. Got my old mic. See, I got my upgraded mic. I use DJI stuff, cameras, mics, everything. Right now, I'm not using this mic. I just use the camera mic. It sounds great, but when I want to up the game, I go ahead and use this. Mainly when I'm away from the camera and you can't hear me. Like a rattle noise. Also notice if you let it sit there and idle for long enough, you can rev it up and a little white smoke will come out of the exhaust. Probably loading up on gas. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe and share. That's going to help me out quite a bit. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. I actually don't even know where to put this right now. There's so many cars out. Everybody's calling about that vet. It's not available, and it won't be for a little while, so. All right, stick around, picking out the flaws. Here it goes. Got the trunk open, got the hood open. We're looking for chips, scratches, rust, and dents. And of course it's hot out, so I found me a little shade tree to get up under and kind of walk around, check everything out here without getting sunburnt, right? I can actually pick out flaws better when I can concentrate, guys. That's what I'm saying. All right, coming around the back. Bumper on the back here. Looks good, it's chrome, obviously. and it looks like somebody has replaced it. Good spring, strong. Tail lights, pretty clean on both sides. Your jams, the seal looks good. Now your trunk panel looks awesome. Look at that. It does have some flaws though. You just see little divots and stuff. Maybe where some rust was at one time. They kind of tried to scrape it and clean it up. But I think it looks great. I'd leave it just like it is. Package tray, wonderful. Trunk lid, very exceptional there. Couple little rust spots here in the corner, but still, she looks alright. Hey, it's shut. It's good. Shut good. Guys, when we get these cars in, we don't buy $60,000, $70,000 cars. We buy stuff in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. We keep the prices down for you, but we're going to have little issues. I mean, that's what's crazy is I get on here and I kind of look at the comments. A lot of y'all haven't been looking at the market. A lot of you have, and I noticed because I can see the different demeanors there. I can see the different comments, and you can tell the people that have been searching and looking, and they know what they're talking about. And then the other people that are in 2003 thinking it's still them. Prices have changed. Little spot here at the bottom of the door. Let me tell you all about it, because I was looking for a there's some bubbles there, a little rust, maybe a little Bondo in the mix. I was trying to buy a Camaro since 2009, and back then I could find a 69 Camaro, touch up marks, for about 20 grand, right? A pretty decent one, 25, or a real good one. They're 60 now, and that's your average car. So, little spots there. Imperfections up top. And that's for a 69 Camaro that I've always wanted. Well, I settled for a 68 because they're lower in price. And of course, I scored a deal. I ended up finding myself one, and I did. I got a decent deal. I got about 5 grand off. And I love it. Pitting. With that being said, I still had to pay a lot for my car. And right now it's not currently running. Touch up marks. I need to put a carburetor on it. That's all. I just took it off, having it rebuilt. Cracks right there in your seal. A little hazy around your trim. Dings here. And if this is your first time buying a Classic and you don't know nothing about cars, you better have a good mechanic, because you got to work on Classics all the time. Dings up top, around your trim. This trim here is kind of dinged up. People are trying to force them on when they shouldn't. That's probably what happened to the trim there, which sucks. I see it all the time. The edge right here, somebody's been leaning over, got it a little scuffed up. I think some wax will take those little tiny scratches out. Little scuff here. Touch up marks. Looking around on the top here. Oh wow, this guy's sending me some hats. He's trying to talk me into going with his other design. But I got a guy that works for Yellow Wolf, and he's making me a new design right now. Little chip there. I don't know if he currently works with him. He did work with him. Let's say that. Chips in the front. Chips around this scratches from the windshield wipers, which that didn't happen in the beginning. These windshield wipers are just fine. The blades are great. I don't know why it wouldn't cut off. It's got to be the switch. But this windshield's got a lot of little chips on it. All right, coming down this side. Right before I do that, let's look at it. Yeah, they're trying to get me to use that design. I like it, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. What y'all think? I haven't produced any of them yet. That's just a rough draft. Little spot there. You got some rubber back here. I wonder what that come from. A little bit in the front too. This thing's a tire kicker for sure. Little spot there, bubbles. I'm hoping for a different design. I may go ahead and make a few of those, probably get rid of the red bill. I feel like that's a Maximilian look. Little bubbles there, rust, kind of popping up under the paint. Right here in the corner. Chip there, been touched up. And the corner here, you can see some dings. We're gonna go back to midsection, but let's go ahead to the front real quick and just look around. Pitting on your front bumper, it is older. It's not perfect, but it looks fine. Little scuffs. Cracks there. Ding in the front. Over here on the side too. Back our midsection. Spots there. If you do want to pick up some merch, I just uploaded some new shirts. I'm wearing one of them currently. Some spots in the paint there. You can find that on our website at maplemotors.com. If you're interested. It's a better material. It's probably the best material that I've put out so far. Just in time for summer. It's real breathable. Let me go over this top, but very breathable material. And I put a Camaro convertible on the front of it. It's got the 3 cars on the back still. It doesn't look like there's a lot of rust under this top, so that's a good thing. Your vinyl tops will catch water, they just kind of hold it in. And then rust will form, causing issues. But this one right here looks good to go. The trim there could be polished up. They make tons of polishes for that. The cracks right there around the window sill. Door opens good. Seals around the doors are in decent shape. Door panel is nice and clean on this one. Not too bad. Up under that door there. Your jams. Spot. Your seat looks good. I've still got to do the undercarriage shot. Little bubbles there on these panels on both sides. Package tray is pretty clean though. The headliner, I like it. Nice. Look at that seal. Somebody had it glued up in there. I don't want it sticking out the whole time, but it's doing it every time. That's the best I can do for it now. Have to glue it when we get back, try to make it last. It doesn't seem old. These seals look like they've been replaced. This one here actually has a corner. Touch that marks at the bottom of the door. Seats look pretty clean. Old steering wheel rat. That probably means the steering wheel's kind of cruddy. Carpet looks awesome. Pillars look good. There's one of my mics. I ain't gonna hit the gas yet. Let's try it. Nice. Don't have to. Now the electric fan on this one's doing its job. The engine temperature got in the 200s, like 200, 210. It might be an upgrade for this. This fan is not strong. Kind of weak, honestly. You got enough room to put two fans on it. We'll put one in the front pushing and one pulling. The motor sounds good. Got plenty of power. The hood looks solid. All your edges, trunk lid, hood, doors, you always want to check that when you're out looking at cars. Of course, here we like to light up the undercarriage, show it all in action. Dirt there. I think that's a lot of wax around those trim edges there. Dirt on here, dust. These bugs have been all over me out here and they're kind of getting on the car now, so it's because I'm in the grass. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'll read them. I'll try to take them into consideration. If I use one of your suggestions, I'm probably gonna ask you for your address and send you a shirt. Like I was talking about, we got these new shirts in. I love them. They're nice and comfortable for the summer. I told him, I said, I want something that's gonna take the wind in, keep me cool. And he said, hey, they're just a little bit more, but I keep the price the same. So all my shirts, $20. They'll be that way for a long time. Hoodies and stuff will be coming out next winter, this fall. And hats, that's what I'm working on now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hats done. Probably make 2 designs. I showed you one, but I don't know if I'm gonna use that. He just sent it to me. But I got another artist that's making a new logo and stuff for us. So we may end up making another shirt and some hats. I don't know. I enjoy it. I hope y'all do too. Please hit subscribe. Please share this channel. Pick up merch in the description below or at maplemotors.com. And all of our inventory is located at maplemotors.com along with financing and shipping. Thanks guys. I'll see you later.